Howdy y'all, my name's Katie and I cover Ohio, Pennsylvania, and New York for Heads Up. This past week I've been through various parts of Ohio checking beans, meeting some of our cooperators, and let me tell you, I think that we're going to have some good data for you guys. Today I was with one of our cooperators and the company actually produces their own seed, and it got me thinking, we take for granted this seed shows up and then we like to take a lot of interest in it when it's ready to go in the ground because we trust our advisors who's selling us the seed. But I don't think we always sit there and think, where does seed come from? So today you're going to hear from Heath and how corn production and soybeans are done out in Ohio.
So we're out here today in north central Ohio looking at soybeans. So one of our things with soybean production is we license individual varieties from different licensees, and we are very picky about our spray programs. It has to be hit with Enlist 1 or Enlist Duo. Enlist is 2,4-D choline mixture at least once as a post application. Burn down we're a little more flexible on, but that is our one requirement for that. Everything is grown here in Erie County. We keep all of our production in county, whether it be through our company or it be through individual growers like Alex here. So we kind of do it, everything in-house. Everything is done in the county and we ship it between Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. So corn's a little different for us. So we are producers of hybrid dent corn and hybrid popcorn. So we are one of the last 7 popcorn seed producing companies in the US. So it's kind of our niche market with things. And we're one of the last companies, I would say, probably in the whole country to do interplanting.
Yeah.
So a lot of companies do like a 4x1 split, plant 30-inch rows, regular planter pass. There's 4 rows of female, 1 row of male, and then keeps going on. So we do 36-inch rows and we actually interplant. So we'll plant a regular field in 36-inch rows like you'd plant it like normal. And then we have interplant units. They're John Deere planters, probably a 20-30 foot toolbar, and they have 3 to 4 rows on them. And they actually split those 36-inch rows. So when we go in, we're going to go every other row in between your regular rows, like regular plantings. Put a male in there, let the male pollinate. We have to hit the nick, so we have to time it right. Because if we have like 160 hybrid, the female might be 103, and the male might be 109. So we have to line up those nicks properly when we do it so that they pollinate at the right time. So we sometimes have a regular split, which would be planting the female first, male after. Or we can have what's called reverse split, to where we go in and we plant the male first with the interplanted rows, and then we have to go in and put the female in after. So it's very important with the interplanting that we don't cross our rows over. If we do, we can go back there and then rogue it. We have high school crews from the local high schools that come in and actually cut out the ones that cross over, or your rogue plants, the ones that are a little taller, that might be a different plant overall. So we have to get those out there to keep it genetically pure. And then we go into detassel with machines and follow back in with the same high school crews. They spend most of the summer here. They started last week and they'll be here through early August. So a lot of kids get the opportunity to get out in the fields and learn about seed production and do those things. So once we do that, we make sure that the high school crews go in and get all the stuff that the machines missed. And then once the pollination is done, once the male crosses its pollen onto the female silk, we go in with Haggis with the front mount bar and knock out the male rows and kill all the males. So essentially that male row ends up just getting died off. So basically it serves its purpose of shedding pollen and it's gone. And then we pick the female rows. And then from there we dry it on the ear, shell it off, and then sort it off and treat it.